there, this video will be on your payroll module. Now if you haven't already done so, please make sure that you watch the main demonstration video on the home page of the True ERP website. It covers a little bit more in depth on how every single one of these modules are included in the True ERP package, okay? And it also talks a little bit more about how they're all integrated within each other and how True ERP is actually real time. So again, please make sure that you watch the main demonstration video on our homepage. Now if you've already done so, let's go ahead and proceed with payroll. Now we're basically going to be covering a very brief overview over payroll. The reason being is because payroll definitely varies within the countries and regions, the different states, and the different laws that vary when it comes to the payroll or running your own personal payroll for your business. So definitely going to cover payroll very briefly. Not really going to cover it even up to 90%. There's going to be up to 90% of the things that we have not talked about. So please make sure that you schedule some time with your local branch to talk a little bit more about payroll, okay? So first things first, whenever you're dealing with payroll, you deal with employees. Now here with True ERP, you can load all your employees as well as all of their details. Now if I were to go ahead and open one of these employees here, as you can see here, you can start off with all their information and have everything from the accounts that you're going to be running your payroll with, the specific address of the employees, allowances, banking information so that if you were to process a direct deposit, you'll be able to do so. You can also create split types, the amount. We have custom fields, deductions, so if you want particular deductions taken out from that employee, you can do that as well. Documents. Now this, for HR purposes, this is a wonderful way to make sure that you keep all your documents filed that you have with this employee. Now for instance, if I were to write a letter to that employee, and let's go ahead and just call this a test letter. It could be first warning, second warning, whatever you'd like to call it, and save that. It will automatically pop open here your sample template, and from here you can type anything you'd like and save that. Now once you actually save it, that's now here saved along the documents of your employees. So really great when it comes to keeping all your documentation against that one employee, okay? We also have attachments, so if you'd like to attach anything within that employee, you can do so as well. Now let me just go ahead and demonstrate that for you. If I grab this little document here and drag it across True ERP and just put it right there. And once again, it's going to go ahead and save that attachment there for you. Alright, we have all kinds of different benefits that you can record. The hours the employee has worked, it will also be recorded here. Some additional information, leave accruals, if the employee does have enough for leave, day off, vacations, you'll be able to see that here. Your pay details here. What I love about this section here is not only will you be able to select your pay periods, but you'll also be able to classify your employees within different awards. Now what that means is you can classify, group your employees, similar employees, to get paid a similar rate or get paid a similar way. So for instance, if all your managers were to be within one award, you can go ahead and pay them the same exact way, and everything would be the same from hours to leave details. So again, you'll be able to just select the specific award that you have here and classify them within each group, okay? You'll also be able to see your pay history. Once again, you'll be able to sort within your pay history here if there's any pay notes. And if you would like to run your sales and commissions, you can also run commissions here and actually pay on commissions. Now there's many different ways on how you can pay your commissions on. As you can see, we have commissions for, commission amount, commissions on. You can even choose particular products, commission product sales. So again, this is a whole nother section or a whole nother video, but definitely you can be able to pay with commissions as well as your taxation. So here you can also enter the specific taxation and how you would like your employee to be taxed. Alright, so once you've entered all this information, go ahead and click Save. And you're all set. Now that you have your employees all loaded, TrueERP also has what we call a clock on or clock off button. So that's located here. And if you click on this clock on, clock off button, your employee will be able to clock on by entering their employee number and also clock off by entering their employee number. Now another way you can run your employee clock on, clock off is by also printing barcodes. Now if we just pop in right back to a employee, you can print your own employee barcode here, and by selecting this, you can simply have your employees clock on and clock off by a barcode on their name tag or badge, and all you would need to do that is just a simple scanner, and you'll be able to go ahead and use the clock on, clock off by running it through barcodes. Now the beauty with the clock on and clock off, that will also go through your roster. So here, if you wanted to roster specific employees to be at a specific location, or maybe this employee is going to be going on their annual leave, and maybe this employee is going to be sick, you can go ahead and enter all that information there and save that, just like so. Now once you have your employees roster, what I love about the roster list is you'll be able to also see which employee actually started late, finished early, based on their clock on and clock off. So based on if they're scanning or entering their employee ID, you'll be able to see if they started late or started early, when they clocked on, the specific start time, and when they actually clocked off. So really great details when you see here. Not only do you have a roster, but you also have your timesheet. So within your timesheet, you'll be able to select your employee, but not just select your employee to be working, let's say in-house, but if you'd like to assign them to a particular job, you can do that as well. So if I chose this employee to work with this 4x4 job, world job, and specific equipment, you can go ahead and enter all that information. What's great about this timesheet entry is that if there's a rate, you can choose the rate, the amount of hours, the rate per hour, as well as any service details. You can enter that on here as well. Okay, and then as you can see, we also have technical notes if you need to put that in there, and so on and so forth. So it'll cover the part name, part description. Really great if for running your service reps or even your employees that work outside of your branch. Okay, so once you're done with that, you can just click Save and you're all set. So once you have all your information, running payroll is very simple. All you would need to do is go here to your left hand side of the screen, click on your payroll module, and click Pay Staff. Now there's a few different ways of how you can pay staff. You can verify their details through this screen, or what I like to do, or what you can do as well, is just go ahead and double click, and here it'll actually show you their pay details and when they've worked and the amount of hours that they've actually worked. So again, if you just simply double click, it will take you to their pay details. Okay, now you can pay your staff all at the same time just by simply clicking Pay, just like so, or you can do individual, just like so. But in this case, if we were to pay all of our staff, and we'll say that we've prepared every single one of these as well, all you would need to do from here is just click Pay Staff. And now it's going to ask for a user authorization, so only the authorized user will be able to process pay. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then here you'll choose your pay date, or your time that you're actually paying them, and go ahead and do that. Now once this is actually doing that, it's actually running and printing all of their pay slips, checks, it's updating your general ledger, it's basically taking care of everything that has to do with payroll. So it's as simple as clicking Pay Staff, and here as you can see it says Payroll Completed. So really easy when running your payroll. So we'll go ahead and click OK there. And now I do want to mention that if you do not want to print physical checks for your employees, you can also add them onto your EFT, or what we like to call direct deposit. So here, if you had them clicked onto your direct deposit, you can now add these particular paychecks direct to your bank, and they will be able to forward that direct to their banking accounts. Again, really great way of paying by direct deposit. Once you've gone ahead and done a pay, you can view the different pays that you've done or different paychecks that you've written out simply by clicking Pay History. And once again, by double clicking, you'll be able to see what you've paid your employees and when you've paid, and you have some totals down here in the bottom. Okay, so really easy to view your pays and your pay history. So we'll go ahead and close this one out. Now once you've actually ran a pay, it does update all your information, as I mentioned earlier, from your banking to your general ledger to all your accounts and your chart of accounts. So if we were to go here to your chart of accounts and open our accounts list, if we were to just to go to our expenses, and if we have any payroll expenses here, it's going to list our payroll expenses, as well as if we have any payroll in our liabilities. So again, our payroll liabilities will also be updated here. Okay, so wonderful way of keeping your payroll in-house. Now within your payroll module, we also have what we call W3 submissions. Now with this W3 or W2 submissions, you can actually submit this electronically. So again, a wonderful way to save paper and actually submit your W2s electronically. Now again, this is a very brief overview of your payroll. As you can see, you do have many different functionalities within your payroll. You have different awards lists, you have allowances and deductions, you also have your payroll reports, you have your pay rate list. So lots of different functionality within your payroll, as well as your employee module or your HR within in-house if you'd like to go ahead and take care of your HR in-house. This is only a very brief overview. Please make sure that you contact your local branch so that they can go ahead and schedule a more detailed overview based on your region, your state, your location, your country. Okay? So again, please make sure you contact the guys and girls so that they will be able to give you a little bit more detailed overview based on your location. Thank you very much for watching.